Hello, and welcome to another LPR Racing special event. Feels like it's been a while since I did one of these. This time it's stadium tracks at Eiger Nordwand. With some stadium track oriented modifications to the track. I'm not sure if this version of the track is actually also taken from Gran Turismo or if this is an original idea by whoever ported it, or maybe if it's even a mod of the track created by LPR Racing. I know they're like, what's the word? The sort of owner or whatever you want to call it of LPR Racing does do a bit of AC modding, so he might have actually been the one to create this version of the circuit with the ramps, etc. But I don't know. Whatever the case, it certainly does seem like, to some extent, these ramps were implemented fairly hastily and lazily, because they don't render from the back. Like once you jump over them, if you look back, the ramp is invisible completely, and there are some lighting glitches in one area a bit, but nothing too distracting. But yeah, anyways. Seems like it's gonna be a fun event. I believe last I checked we had about 12 drivers signed up. Actually, someone gave up, so we have 11 drivers who have said they're going to drive. That doesn't necessarily mean all of them are going to show up, but well, that's the best estimate we have. These tracks certainly have unique handling. And I did find when practicing that they possibly use more tires than they use fuel, but apparently also I'm not sure if I can actually see it anywhere here, but apparently by mistake the tire wear on the practice server was turned up to 300%, and apparently they're actually planning to not have tire wear in the actual race. But yeah. It's certainly a unique car to drive and a really fun circuit with the added jumps. And yeah, I think I already said this, but I think it's gonna be a really fun race no matter how many people turn up. And the server should be up in just about a minute. And yeah, pretty much any moment now. and it seems like it's up. So let me join the server and we'll be starting practice. Actually, I believe it's 15 minutes practice, yes, so I'm gonna take the race setup with 15 minutes of fuel. Yeah, it's gonna be 15 minutes practice, then 10 minutes qualifying, then 2 times 15-minute races. And yeah, let's go. God, that's... Okay, there's collisions in the pit lane. I did not realize that. And also, the pit lane is really weird. Also, well, I was surprised to see that these tracks actually have traction control, but when practicing I found it to be way too invasive, so I'm running traction control disabled. I did keep ABS on because I think that will actually help out. And here's an interesting part of this circuit, because we actually go on top of a tunnel here and then jump down. And I guess that's another small glitch with the mod, is that I believe while we're on top of the tunnel, the game is still applying the echo effect as if we were in the tunnel. Yeah, my current PB is, I think, at 28 point something, a high 28, I think. But honestly, I probably will not be able to repeat that, and if I can even get a 29 for qualifying, I'll be happy. And race pace definitely at best 30s or even 31s. But yeah, these tracks definitely aren't built for precision driving, so it's not exactly easy to be any sort of consistent. That was actually fairly good around that hairpin. I usually struggle with that part. And then these hairpins. And also, the force feedback is really weird on these. but it's just something everyone has to deal with. I did see that some people have actually managed to do 1:26 lap times, which feels insanely fast. But also, from what I could tell just looking at the timings, I don't think anyone is particularly consistent with those sorts of times. So they might be able to set those times once in qualifying, but I think in the race it's going to be much closer. Actually, I'm looking at the tires. It seems like there is actually still some tire wear. They didn't actually disable it completely like they were saying they were planning to. Actually, this might turn out to be a fairly good lap. Looking at the delta. Unless I completely mess up this final section here. Also, I have no idea how we're sometimes able to see the tires in the front, given that there is no way for those tires to pop up like that. They are going through the fenders. Did actually manage to get a PB, but yeah, as you could see, that final hairpin in my PB was insanely good, and I don't think I'll ever be able to repeat that. Like, I somehow managed to pull off a single smooth slide around the entire corner. Well, I didn't think I would be able to beat that PB, but clearly I am. Or I was. It's also really easy, especially in those slow hairpins, to make a mistake and spin out. Probably in the race I will be taking them a bit more slowly. have no idea which one is my pit stall, but I did make it to the correct one. But yeah, since there is no pit lane properly marked, it also doesn't show you the pit box outlines. Yeah, it looks like so far we're gonna have 6 drivers. And I can barely read the times that everyone's set, or specifically that Arno in 6th said because of the wrong way sign. I think that's 132 something. So as far as practice times go, I think I'm sort of in a bit of a no man's land. With over half a second gap ahead and what is that, 3.5 seconds behind. I'm fairly certain Arno can set a faster time than that. I'm pretty sure I saw a faster time from him on the timings, but I might be misremembering that. Now we're on to qualifying. So let's see what we can do here. I saw someone joining, but it was just someone rejoining the server, not another new driver joining the event. Actually, racing in these tracks is also going to be interesting because, again, as I said, you can't really be very precise with them, so going side by side might be just asking for someone to die. Couldn't actually tell just from driving, but looking at everyone else, it looks like it's actually lifting a wheel off the ground in the corners. You certainly might explain some of the peculiar handling. I was trying to go too fast there. I actually already managed a low 29 in qualifying, so that's already faster than I was expecting I'd be able to go. So showing the okay, I think the fuel usage estimate on Sidekick is kind of broken right now. I'm looking at that thinking, do I actually only have 2 more laps of fuel left? I think because of the way the pit lane is laid out, maybe like it doesn't really properly count the first lap you do, the out lap, as a proper lap. So it sort of starts counting 2 laps worth of fuel use as 1 lap. How am I so far ahead of my PB right now? I think one just lifted completely onto two wheels there. We're probably gonna get one more lap. Yeah. Actually, one thing I never bothered to check about this car is it a rear-wheel drive or an all-wheel drive truck? Because I know both types exist, but judging from the way it handles, I'd say it's probably rear-wheel drive, but I don't know. Might just be a rear-biased all-wheel drive. I don't know. And that's it for qualifying. 5th place, and we did actually get one more person joining at some point. I'm not sure who that was. Oh, and this time, for whatever reason, it did show me the outline of the pit stall. Not sure why this time it did, but it didn't before. Let me load that. Yeah, I've got 22 liters, but I always like to be safe with fuel. Ever since I ran out on one occasion ages ago, I always take like a few laps more than necessary worth of fuel, just in case my maths was off. Okay, so actually I'm looking at the standings, and Victor in 7th didn't set any time. They're usually quite fast, so I imagine they're actually gonna end up ahead of me in the race. And also seeing the races are set up with a reverse grid of the top one. So What, just the first place is going to get reversed? So first place starts in first and everyone else starts where they finished race 1? Oh, Christ. Are we actually starting on a hill? I mean, to be fair, there's not many places on this track that aren't hills. Why am I starting from the pit lane? Excuse me. Um... Okay. I have 40 seconds. I'm gonna try to rejoin real quick. Maybe that puts me on the grid. I mean, if not, I was starting from the pit lane anyway, so... Come on, OBS. Okay, it's picked up. Yeah, I guess we restarted. Why am I in the pits? Well, I guess I'm starting from the pit lane then. I wonder if it's actually going to count my first lap. And the game says... If at the end of the first lap the game says I'm in first place, I'm gonna slow down and let everyone else by, but until I'm sure it's actually going to count my first lap, I'm not going to. Okay, they're telling me to let everyone by. So I guess it is go. We're assuming it is going to count my lap. Okay, come on. Okay, it did count my lap. That was certainly an interesting start to the race. I'm fairly sure now everyone in front of me is Shoot, I just realized because I rejoined I never reloaded my setup and now I'm stuck with traction control. Which is gonna be a nightmare. And also because of that I've got way too much fuel than what's necessary. But I mean, this isn't going to be a close enough race that the fuel load would make a difference. Braking a bit late there. Actually, I am up to 4th. I think it's I have no idea why or how it happened, but it looks like one Gramash had to reconnect. I'm not seeing any message of them disconnecting. So I have no idea why that happened. Looks like now other people are also disconnecting. Not sure if it's causing their game to crash or what's happening. Or maybe Arno just decided to retire. That's also a possibility. Someone crashed here, but unfortunately it's last place. Looks like I'm not good. It wouldn't have been enough to catch them anyways, even if it was for position. And especially with that. What the hell? Dang it. I'm not sure if I'll be able to finish the race. With this penalty. So, note to self, do not crash over that jump. So I ended up last in the end. I guess I should probably explain myself in the chat. They load the setup right? Yeah. Okay, so I guess this does answer my question. That this version of the track was created specifically for this event. Though apparently by Juan, not by Mateusz, like I thought. Top 1 reverse grid. I'm a genius. In chat. Okay, this time that I know it's gonna count the lap, I'm gonna wait at pit exit. This is really weird. Like, I installed the mod properly and everything. Why is this happening? And doesn't seem like it's happening to anyone else. When I say properly, I mean like manually copied the file into the game, not using Content Manager. They're saying I can rejoin in 6th. If there's even going to be a gap for me to rejoin there. Okay, and here they come. That's first, second, third. Fourth, fifth. Okay, nice of one to wait for me there. I wouldn't say it. He had to. And he did run into the back of me, but I do also feel like I brake at an unusual point into that corner, so I wouldn't have said that contact was on me, but... or on him, rather. Well, it's either a racing incident or on me. Did I just seriously overtake Juan around the outside? What's going on here? Am I actually good with these cars? Once again, I'm basically in no man's land. At this point, almost literally, as it seems like Juan possibly had to teleport to pit lane for some reason. No, actually, it was Sasha that was in the pit lane. But Juan is also a lap down. And yeah, there's a 25-second gap to the next car ahead. So we're not gonna get much action, probably. I mean, the most we might get is lapping Juan. Come on, turn, you piece of junk. Those. Looks like someone blew up their engine. That did happen to me once in practice. Not entirely sure how I did it, but when landing the jump from the top of the tunnel. Something happened. I think I was like, that's when I was also slowing down on top of the tunnel before dropping down. And on that occasion I ended up not accelerating again before dropping from the bridge, and so I nosedived off, and I think after that some weird physics things happened and the engine blew up. As I'm seeing, they are saying they are complaining about the mod, saying that their engine died, so I'm guessing that might be what happened, or it might be related to that. I think we're gonna have one more lap after this one still. Could have been a PB on the final lap, but messed it up right there. Okay, so that was 4th, I believe, and 6th, I think, in the first race, if I remember correctly. But yeah, that's gonna be it, I think. I'm just trying to see if anyone else is going to be saying anything in the in-game chat. I guess not. So yeah, it was a fun race, despite the technical difficulties. I mean, really, that first race, I should have also been 4th, if not for that gap in the bridge under the ramp. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. I probably won't be streaming tomorrow, but I mean, I have streamed every day since Monday, I'm pretty sure. Right, Monday was SRN, then Tuesday Achievement of the Week, Wednesday Achievement of the Month, Thursday Sim Rally Masters again, Friday yesterday finishing off Achievement of the Month, and then today this. Not sure if I'm ever gonna do that many streams in a week again. But yeah, I also don't know when I'm gonna do the next stream. Most likely it's gonna be either Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on some things. And that's probably going to be either way Achievement of the Week. And well, after that, I don't know what I'm gonna stream. But yeah, like I said before, maybe I'll finally get around to starting Colin McRae Rally on Retro Achievements, since I've been talking about maybe doing it for ages. But that's gonna be it for today's stream, so you know what to do. Do it with style. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, and if you're watching at a later time, leave a comment. And other than that, thanks for watching.